Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm a Mason, and I would like to acknowledge the sins that I have partaken in, and this includes my ancestral line. There have been quite a lot when you consider my ancestors had a pretty big role to play in the running of society. There are things that are very obvious that we have done, particularly towards the minorities and towards coloured people and towards women. There are also things that you are not aware that we have done, and I would like to share these with you now. We have been dividing you all through the three industries that we control: news and media, law and finance. News and media creates our reality, and this is what we discovered. And through news and media, we've been able to give our other two industries an incredible amount of importance. We've been able to instill them in your lives as things that you cannot live without. But our other two industries, law and finance, are industries that bring nothing but harm. We use law and finance to make people homeless. Every time we come into a new country, we use the law to remove the people who live there ability to live off the land. We remove community, we divide them up, and then we rewrite their history. It's important for us to divide people up by taking children away from their families so that we can instill our history into the histories of the peoples whose culture we're destroying. And what we do is we tell these people that they had laws, that they were rapists and pedophiles, that they had corporal punishments, and we tell them these things because these are the things that we bring. So we make people believe that these horrible, awful things have always existed and are part of the human setting, so to speak. But that is just not the truth. The truth is humanity has a set of values. These values exist within all humans, and they are to be good, kind, seek understanding, and benefit the lives of others. We use finance and the law to stop people from being able to be good, kind, understanding, or benefit the lives of others. We are the cause of poor mental health. We are the cause of anxiety, depression, and suicide. It's because the practices that we use are psychologically abusive. We control society through narratives. Narratives is what controls society, nothing more. So we've used news and media to establish the law as a necessary part of life, and finance as a necessary part of life. But without law and finance, what you would find is that everyone would have a home. Everyone would be safe and secure, and everyone would be free to make their own decisions about what they do with their life and what they do for work. We use our industries to destroy people's mental health, and that takes away their ability to function. In Australia, this is known as the welfare system. Once you enter the welfare system, you stay in the welfare system. We use the welfare system as food. Because none of our actions have benefit, we must feed off the self-worth of others. And so we have a hierarchy that removes self-worth from people. It removes self-worth from all people, but the people on the bottom of the hierarchy exist as food for the other society levels, for the working class and for the rich to feed off. So if you're working class or if you're rich, you will look down on people who are on the welfare system, and that's deliberate because by doing that you are able to get self-worth by taking theirs away from them. And when you have taken enough of someone's self-worth, they lose their ability to speak coherently and they lose their ability to function. They develop behavioural problems, and these behavioural problems justify the existence of the law. So we give people poor mental health and we take away people's housing security so that they behave badly, and then we use that bad behaviour to justify the existence of the law. We say, you obviously need it, look at all these horrible things that are happening. Of course, we don't mention that we are the ones who are making those horrible things happen. These are the sins of my ancestral line. These are the sins of the Masons. Now, I have partaken in these and I have destroyed people's lives. I did so without awareness at the time, but I've become aware now and I'm very, very sorry. I've not yet met a family member of mine who is aware of what they are doing. And that's particularly important. That's the problem, in fact. Because we partake in these actions without awareness, and that means that these actions stay within our subconscious, or the results of these actions stay in our subconscious, we are unable to stop what we're doing, change what we are doing, or exit the situation. That's what happens when you don't have awareness of it. The reason my family don't have awareness of what they're doing is because they have the values to be good, kind, understanding, and benefit the lives of others. These things are really important to them. And once they do become aware of how their actions are impacting the lives of others, the pain is so great that they remove themselves from existence. This has happened time and time again. So this is a biological problem that we've become trapped in. An inability to acknowledge what we are doing has removed our ability to change what we are doing. So I'm aware of what we are doing, and I'm here to speak on behalf of my family and say we need you to take authority away from us, please. To remove our authority, what you need to do is take back control of news and media. News and media creates our reality. And so if news and media were to share stories saying that war is over, humanity has united, that everyone is getting a universal weekly income, those things would become reality. To this I would add the following phrase: a home is owned by living in it. You do not own the home of another person. You never have and you never will. These are the actions that remove the control that my family have had. We need you to take control back. We need you to remove our authority and free us from this hell that we are in alongside you. My family are not evil, but they have been performing evil for their entire existence. They have a lot of good to give, and I would really like to see them have a chance to do that. Before they can do that, they need to have the position that they are in taken away from them. They need a period of rest and recovery. They need kindness and understanding. It's not expected, but it is needed. So I'm Jamie and I'm a Mason. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything that we've done.